And speaking of New York, let's go from the National League West to the National League East. And let's get it started with the New York Mets. At the top, Juan Soto.
Shocker.
Shout out to you Yankee fans there. I know you're still bitter, but it's okay. Your team's still good. Soto is at 99. Then you've got Francisco Lindor, the switch-hitting shortstop. He checks in with a 95 rating. Then a trio of players in the 80s. Pete Alonso, who re-signed in the offseason. He's at 85. Mark Vientos, the fresh maker, is at 83. And so, too, is Kodai Senga at 83. Where do you want to start? I feel like we should start with Juan Soto, right?
Of course. We should start at the top. 99.
Yeah.
Nobody is surprised, right? He's coming off the best season of his career. Will it be because he hit in front of Aaron Judge? I don't know. I guess we'll see how he transitions to the Mets. But if there's anyone more disciplined at the plate, lives for the spotlight, is going to thrive in New York. Again, he's just moving over to that other borough. He joins Lindor. He joins Pete. He joins Nimmo. He is, again, the generational, as we say. He's going to be so much fun to watch in Queens.
We had a discussion on MLB Network about the Mets lineup. And Harold Reynolds, who was sitting in that chair, said that he would put Brandon Nimmo at the top, then Soto, and then he would have Francisco Lindor in somewhere in the 3-hole. My pushback was Lindor excelled so much at the top of the order. His OPS, I believe, was over 900 once he moved up to the top of the lineup. For me, he gets things going. He's the engine for the New York Mets.
Yes, he's always going to have 30-plus home runs. And, I mean, 5 of his seasons he had 30-plus home runs. He's going to threaten the 30-30 so he could steal. He's an excellent leadoff hitter. Obviously, we saw him defensively. I mean, Francisco Lindor, if Shohei Ohtani wasn't doing the unthinkable last year and having a historic season, the NL MVP was going to Lindor. He had a great year defensively, great year offensively. So, I wonder if they're going to move Lindor around.
Well,
who's going to hit at the top?
Carlos Mendoza said at the top that Lindor would be 1 and Soto would be 2. Although St. Ryman in the chat says no way Lindor needs to lead off. So, Carlos Mendoza, St. Ryman has spoken. You probably should not lead off Francisco Lindor because he knows. As for Pete Alonso, he returns. There was some speculation that obviously he would not, but he comes back to the New York Mets. I just can't wait to see what he's going to do because even in a down year, he still had 30-plus homers.
Exactly. That's what everyone was saying. Like a down year for Pete Alonso, especially coming out of the gate in 2019, he having 50-plus home runs. He's someone that's always going to have consistent power. I mean, you look at the numbers, power versus left-hand pitching, 93, 85 overall. Probably, I mean, we could bring in Rory to ask, but it's probably due to his defense in the past couple of years. But he said he was looking to improve upon it. He probably feels a lot more relaxed now that he's got the deal with the Mets. He wanted to be back there, so I'm excited for him this year. All
right, let's bring back in Rory and for more on Pete Alonso. Just give us a sense, or where do you want to weigh in on Pete Alonso's rating and how you guys arrived at that number?
Yeah, absolutely. What brings it up is that power. Big home run hitter. The only places could really be knocking him is, as you mentioned, fielding. Not one of the fleetest of foot, so the speed's not too high. And then the strikeout issue brings his vision down quite a bit. You know, he doesn't strike out at an insane rate, but definitely above league average. So that just brings his overall down. But at 85, still very good and one of the top first basemen in the game still.
Well, Rory, he's a 2-time home run derby champ. All he's supposed to do is drive dudes in and hit tanks. So stand by, Rory. Much more with him throughout the course of the stream.